Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Megs, and if you're new here, welcome. Good to see you, nice to meet you. And if you are returning, good to see you again. So today I'm going to be starting my first in this series that I'm going to call Tea Time. And no, not that kind of tea. I'm not going to be a gossip drama channel. What I'm going to be talking about are products. These are going to be the mini reviews, but also sipping some of my favorite teas. And today our tea is from David's Tea. It's a Japanese sencha. Sencha, generally for me, are pure. This one is described as pure, smooth, and fresh, and I agree. It's from Mount Fuji, and it's highly caffeinated, and I absolutely adore it. And I'm going to be drinking from one of my favorite little mugs. This has a happy and a sad face, and it'll be my little icon as to whether or not I'm happy with the product or not. So I'm going to be starting this series. As I said, it's going to be kind of mini reviews, and how I'm going to set it up is going to be like products that aren't just a first impression, but now maybe I've used it, a couple of more times, but it's not in-depth reviews. I will leave those kind of in-depth ones on products that I've purchased or reviewing products that I purchased perhaps a month, 2 months ago, and I'm going to be calling that Love It or Leave It. But today we're going to start off, as I said, with tea time, spilling the tea on some products. So enjoy. Let's get started right off the bat here. It's not necessarily a makeup product, and that's what I actually probably should include in telling you what this is going to be about. It's basically kind of beauty products in general, so not just limited to makeup, but also hair, skin products, things of that nature that kind of go into your beauty routine. So the first thing I want to discuss is this bad boy. I've used this now a hell of a lot more than a couple of times, so you know. I think this is from Amika. This is their round brush hair dryer. It sells for 129 Canadian, or at least the set that I purchased was the New York Minute, which included this full size as well as two full size, the Perk Up as well as the Shield, or Perk Up, yeah, and Shield products from Amika. So the pros about this is great. I have very fine, kind of thin hair, so it doesn't really take that long to dry. So I can actually use this when my hair, I wouldn't say is soaking wet, but like towel dried. And this gives me a beautiful blowout. I'll show you a picture of what my hair kind of would look like if I dried it naturally or with a diffuser. I have naturally kind of curly, wavy hair, and this is what it looked like when I blew it dry with this. This will give you a beautiful kind of, I feel, salon quality blowout without the salon prices. So what I do like about it, it has long little teeth, comb, bristles. That's the word I'm looking for, bristles. Longer bristles, but then also shorter ones that are a little bit more on a clump with that. It doesn't get stuck on my hair, and my hair can be an absolute rat's nest, as many can attest. It's very hard to drag your fingers through. Sorry, guys. But this one allows it to kind of roll very smoothly through. What I also like about it is that it has different settings here at the bottom. So you have your off setting, your more of a fan kind of cool setting. You have your heat, but at lower heat, lower speed, and then high heat, high speed. Very easy to kind of twist, use the dial on it. And it does not do any, I don't feel like it damages my hair really, but it is using heat, so there you go. And it makes my hair shiny. It's silky smooth. There's no frizz in it, and I really enjoy it. You can touch when you're doing it, you want to, I don't know, this is how I kind of do it sometimes. Now, I have to use two hands, which is kind of a con. It is a little bit bulky. It's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough that sometimes doing this, especially given if your hair is thicker and longer, more of it than mine, this kind of twisting motion, your wrist could get quite tired, especially if you have any kind of arthritis or any kind of like damage to your wrist, carpal tunnel, what have you, that could get kind of problematic. But it does, because I don't know how to do hair, to be quite honest with you, and me trying to roll brush and dry my hair at the same time with the blow dryer, forget it, not happening. But yeah, I think it's quick, it's beautiful, it's easy to use for me. To me, I feel like it's a no-brainer. And I love the look that it gives. Definitely obtains a happy face, for sure. Take a little drink to that. Yes. Lethal Cosmetics Velvet Dusk, where is it here? Is a newly acquired palette that I purchased Black Friday. So this is the little baby right here. So this palette here, I've used it a couple of times now, and I've really gotten a better feel for their formula and yeah, and just how they blend, the look of them, and so forth. The thing with this one, I love the color story. Again, I love a good grunge. I love these mustards and olives and teals and navy blues. The thing is, they did indicate that they're two multi-chromes. It'd be this one and this one. I don't really feel they are. Maybe a duochrome, but I remember when I first purchased it, I initially was like, they're saying it's a multi-chrome, whatever. They're not. I don't feel like they are. It blends beautifully and definitely with ease. So the Velvet Dusk is $47, and I want to say that that's American. It says tracked international shipping is $15.99. Free international with orders $150 and up. Yeah, so I bought enough products that the shipping was free for me. But yeah, they're fantastic. And I bought a whole bunch of singles as well, but I really want to concentrate more on the palette. I like the amount of shimmer and matte ratio here. There's 4 shimmers it looks like, and all the rest are matte. Oh no, there's 5 shimmers. Ones are a little bit more shimmery than others. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. If anything, I'm going to probably order more from the company. Really well priced, and the quality is perfection. Okay, so definitely a little smiley face. MAC Powder Kiss Liquid Lipstick. These are great. No, I have, when I originally purchased them, I purchased I think 4 or 3 or 4 at the time, and what makes them nice, I'm going to bring them out here. They have these kind of rubberized tops to them. Yeah, these rubberized tops, frosted kind of glass bottles or containers. Well, may not be glass, maybe they're really nice plastic, I'm not too sure. So I purchased a few colors that I thought, okay, these are going to be pretty good or pretty indicative of, like, I think how the product is. And obviously it can be very individual from color to color. I originally purchased a really dark color because sometimes it can be quite patchy, really nice. And I purchased kind of a taupey color. Oh, there's the dark color, sorry, my bad. So I purchased 4 at one point in time together. So it was a nice range because it was lighter, darker, purple, which can be very hard to formulate. Pleasantly surprised, really like them, very comfortable on the lip, very silicone kind of feeling, very smooth, doesn't dry out my lips. I think if I wore them on a daily basis though, my lips would dry out. I liken the formula to the Rare Beauty lip cream or lip whip souffle, whatever it's called. They're very similar in texture and in feel. What I like about these ones too, and that goes for any kind of liquid lipstick, you can use them as blush as well. So I just take a little brush and any kind of extra access on my lips. I will then swirl it around and then put it on my cheek just to kind of give it a nice matchy, if you will. These, I believe, are, let me see how much. So I got these ones I purchased in store when the stores were actually open. These ones I ordered online. So I have Resort Season and then MAC Smash. So a red and an orange, $27. So soft focus blurred, definitely diffused. I like these better than the lipsticks they originally came out with. So I think these are underrated, and these will definitely get a little smiley face. Yay! And you are getting 5 mils. I work in mils. I don't work in ounces. So yes, so that's beautiful. Okay. Another thing from Lethal and MAC heavy, I'm telling you sometimes. Okay, These are their gel liners. I will have to say these are phenomenal right off the bat. 6 months shelf life, you get 5 grams of product, and I bought 3 colors, Redux, Q, and Analog. So black, a kind of powdery sky blue, and a red. And as I said, 5 grams of product. They're very creamy. And so $15.50 for 5 grams of product. I have had the biggest issue with gel liners, pencils, kohls, gels, what have you, staying put on my waterline. I don't know if I have over excessively watery eyes. I also wear contact lenses, which could also just be enough to kind of, like, you know, rub up against that area. So things have really have problems staying put on the waterline. These, I have to say, are pretty freaking phenomenal. I learned about them through Teresa is Dead. She also has kind of like issues with waterline and tight lining, and she recommended these in one of her videos, and I have to say I am so pleasantly surprised. Very happy with them. I do like, they have a nice color range, really cool, interesting colors. I'm gonna have to kind of purchase some more because I do enjoy them. I will say I wish they were more in a pencil kind of format. Yes, I like the ease of which putting on like on my waterline pencils, but I will take it as it is in this form because it works. Yeah, it really stays put. I've used it also on my eyelid and the wing, and it's really actually hard to get off. So I really like them, and so it earns a happy face for me. Take another drink. Okay. Last one, because I'm only going to do 5 when I do these videos. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Just because they're going to be short, sweet, and little mini snack size reviews. Next one I want to talk about are Juvia's Place 6-pan palettes. So I have 3 of them here. So bear in mind that it's only because I've only tried these 3 what I'm going to talk about. And that's like anything, right? I've only tried limited colors. I've only tried limited palettes. It's not to say that all colors are great or bad. It's to say, you know, what I've tried so far is this way or that way. So these are the 6-pan palettes that I have from Juvia's Place. I have the chocolates, the taupes, and the violets. I will have to say that I think it's very much color palette dependent. This is the purple violets. I would have to say this is probably out of the 3 of them the worst. I don't find the pigmentation or the saturation of color true to the colors shown here, and I feel like they're not great. I think they're good, they're okay, especially for the price paid, but I don't like to say that about products, because there's been products from Juvia's Place that doesn't matter what price you pay for them, they're amazing, they're freaking amazing. So I don't like to qualify, you know, for the price. They're great. But for these, I'm really unimpressed. It's not Juvia's, to me, impressive formula. So this one was kind of not great. The taupes, I mean, the color alone obviously are kind of like underwhelming, but I do think they're very pretty. I do like these. I like the pigmentation in these, but very light. And my favorite out of the 3, whoopsies, are the chocolate. The chocolate is yummy, delicious, deep, dark. You got light, medium, dark. You got nice, they all have a nice mixture of a good range from light to dark in terms of levels of color. And then, you know, mattes versus shimmers, again, a good kind of range here as well. I do find that they might have tried to make these a little bit more different, because I do find when it comes to the eye, they're very similar, but obviously swatched, they're a little bit different. This has more of a warmth, this is more of a cooler tone, but they're still kind of medium browns. Anyway, so for that, I've heard really good things about the berries and the mauves. I think those seems to be, and the pinks seem to be people's favorites when it comes to the 6-pan, because it could be just limited to the colors that I chose. So for me, compared to all of other Juvia's Places palettes, These kind of give me a little bit of a sad face. But I like Juvia's quality nonetheless. I mean, you still can use them. They're not a problem there. I'm just comparing it to what I've experienced from, sorry, something dropped on the floor, which I need. I'm comparing it to the other quality of her palettes that I own, which I own quite a few, so I have a good kind of base to draw on in terms of reviewing. So anyway, that wraps up my little tea time. Some tea spilt on some products and some company. Well, not even companies, just products. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy, and I hope I will make this a regular series. I don't know if I'm going to do it weekly. I think that's be a little bit maybe too much because I'm not purchasing that much in that kind of short span of time. Maybe every 2 weeks, maybe monthly. That's how I'll do it, depending on whether or not I can. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care and stay safe. Take care of each other out there. Bye.